I'm not really sure what all the fuss is about. Life in the Premier League is relatively comfortable, and having navigated those three very difficult fixtures quite comfortably, I'm sure it's probably going to get a lot harder. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to The Road to Glory, Part 79, Season 9, here at Preston. And having had 4 very difficult games since you were last here, we have navigated them quite comfortably. And at the moment, we are sitting in 7th place in the Premier League, and we have 9 points from our 5 opening games. And we could not expect any better from this group of young Preston players. And today we will be playing 2 fixtures. We will be away at Wolves, and we will follow that with a home game against Norwich City. 2 games which are perfectly winnable, but then also are perfectly losable. But before we get into all that's been going on, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer as they play this game, you're in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch and comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support the very, very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling above. And we have had 4 very difficult games plus a cup tie. And of those 4 games, I think my overriding memory will be the game at home to Chelsea. What an amazing victory that was. But let's go and have a look at what's been happening on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw that 4-0 victory against Blackburn, which shocked everybody, including me. And then we followed that. We were really unlucky. We had a 1-0 away defeat at Tottenham, and we followed that with the 3-0 home victory against Chelsea. It was too much to ask that we could go to the Etihad and get any sort of a result, and we were soundly beaten in the end by 3-0. But we followed that with a 2-1 victory away at Crystal Palace in the EFL Cup second round. We played the reserve team. We were slightly fortunate to come away with the win, but we got the win, and that's what matters. And then we had to play the form team of the moment, Aston Villa, and we did very well, and we came away with a 2-0 victory. And so the Premier League at the moment looks like Liverpool, Southampton in second, followed by Manchester City, Aston Villa, Everton, Manchester United, and then Preston. We are doing very well at the moment, and I hope this can continue. We are sitting in one of the European places. I don't believe for a second it is going to continue this way, but what a good start we have made. Our aim is 40 points for the season. We've got 9 of them already, and we can't ask for a better start from this young group of players. And there was some business done in the final days of the transfer window. And if we go and have a look at what happened, we did bring in 2 players. We were looking for a fullback, but the deal for Diaz fell through. So instead, we have signed Phil Newman from Frankfurt for £1.6 million. We paid it all up front, and he is 33 years old. He's got a lot of experience. He's got good mentals, good physicals. He's not bad technically. He is a very good player who will do well as a right back. We did need to bring in a right back, having only Brodie Hughes and Dion Pugh at right back. We now have some solid international experience at right fullback, and he will probably start as the main man at right fullback for most of the games. He is a good player, hoping he's going to deliver the goods for us, and has made a fairly decent start. And then we were also considering looking for another advanced playmaker, and we've brought in Devontae Applewhite from Tottenham for 2.3 million, rising to 2.8. He's a super advanced playmaker, and I've got a lot of faith in this young lad. He's 23 years old. He's got probably a couple of years development left in him. Superb passing and vision. He has good physicals. He's also got very decent mentals for a 23-year-old. Good first touch. Also has a bit of a shot on him and very good technique. I think he is a very good player, and in the next couple of years could develop into almost a 5-star player. We have big hopes for him, and I'm hoping for big things in the coming season. We did try to move Jean-Jules to transfer him out, but in the end we had to settle for a loan, and he went out to Ross County on loan, and probably now he will be looking at running down his contract, and that will be okay. He's surplus to requirements now, and we need to bring better players in, and so I'm happy that he's gone out, saved a little bit on the wage budget, and enabled us to bring in Applewhite, who is a much better player. So all in all, it has been a very busy transfer window, so we haven't done badly in terms of bringing players in. We've brought in 13 players in total. They've gelled really well, and the dynamics is still superb. And I think because they have gelled so well, this has meant that we have had this good start to the season. Can we continue it? Who knows? We're going to do our best. We are having to break games down, break the opposition down quite a bit, but it's worth the effort, and it's getting us the results. The win against Chelsea was magnificent. The game against Aston Villa, I wasn't expecting to beat Villa, but we did. Now we must prepare for 2 games against teams who are below us in the league, but are predicted to finish above us, and we need to get ready for Wolves and then Norwich. We'll see you very soon for the kickoff. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today against Wolves is Cox in goal, with Newman, Digbereku, Altair, Mbueno at the back, Stoica, Estrella, Simpson and Bellingham in midfield, with Ida and Ferguson up top. I'm really hoping that against Wolves we can maintain our good solid run. It is a good Wolves team, and we do have to be very careful, but we are going to compress the lines, and the pressure is all on them. We are not expected to beat anybody, so I'm just going to tell them, I have faith in you. I'm proud of what you've done so far. So let's go out. Let's cause an upset again. And if we can, who knows where we're going to finish in the table. We are going to compress the lines, and we're going to step up. And this is one of the best ways to play against a fluid counter-attack. And I hope that it will work. But it is Wolves on the front foot at the moment. And we're trying as well to take out their key players. Key players, both of them are in central defence, in central midfield at DM. And if we can take out their key players and stop them from spreading through balls, then we will have a chance of getting something out of this game. But at the moment, it's all very much stalemate. Nobody is actually doing anything in particular. It's very dull. 20 minutes are gone, and I do have a problem. For some reason, FM leaves in my marking instructions, and so I keep forgetting to take it out before the game, and so we have taken out Bueno's tight marking instructions and put him back to normal. But at the moment, it's a very even game, 2 chances apiece. Nobody's had a shot on target, and we'll take this. We'll take a 0-0 draw against Wolves away any day of the week. And it means that we are up in 6th place, and that I will take as well any day of the week. We do need to be doing better. KK and Neto have had a key pass apiece, but it's not really looking like they are threatening us in any way. But they do have a corner, and Neto is going to fire in the corner, and it's headed away, and it comes back out to Neto. Neto has a shot, it hits the post, and it's cleared away, and we do need to get rid of this ball, and the highlight comes to an end. Neto has been not very effective in attack so far this season. We did highlight him as a weak link, but that's telling us that perhaps all is not what the stats are saying. But at half-time, it's 0-0. I'm going to tell the boys that I'm really happy. And I think, yeah, let's go out there. Let's cause an upset. Let's be brave. Let's go and cause an upset. We know that they do have stamina problems. They're quite old. And maybe in the last 20 minutes... And we have scored! It's a goal. It is one of the freakish own goals I have ever seen in FM. What was that? A complete mix-up in the Wolves' defence. Newman's free kick, it was very, very harmless. And that's Connor from the edge of the box just heads it back to the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper lets it go. It goes into the back of the net, and it's Wolves 0, Preston 1. I was saying they are old, and we do know that they will tire. They have stamina problems, and at the end of the game, it might be that we can really go at them. And we are looking very, very good, and this system is very good for dealing. And we have another chance, and we've scored again, and it's Ida has scored. The referee is going to check for offside. It did look like he might be offside. I'd be very surprised if this is given. And goal check is underway, and it does seem it's going to be disallowed. Yeah, it was just fractionally offside. And yeah, if we can hold on to this until the last 10 minutes, when they get very, very tired, maybe we will be able to put them away. And so far, so good. We just need to hold on to what we've got. We're up in 6th place, doing very, very well. Up in 5th now, and I couldn't have dreamed this in my wildest dreams. And in the second half, we're actually dominating the game. Preston are beating Wolves fair and square at the moment. We're dominating possession. We've had the better chances. XG is just about better. It's been very, very quiet in terms of the game overall. And Newman is looking a little bit tired. We need to keep an eye on some tired players. And maybe it's time to make some changes. And so we have just made a couple of changes. We brought on Dion Pugh for Newman just to get some fresh legs down that right-hand side. And Applewaite has come in on to play as the advanced playmaker. And here is Stoica, who's played very... But that's a mistake. I was about to say he's played very well, but we've managed to get the ball away. Ida finds Stoica again, and it's hammered upfield. We do need to be very careful. And stamina-wise, they're not very good, stamina-wise, but it doesn't really matter. If we continue to give the ball away like that, we're going to keep getting ourselves in trouble. And here are Wolves. They are in. They're going to score. And that was a dreadful comedy of errors at the back. I really don't know what was going on there. It's hard to say who was responsible. Very, very, very difficult to pick someone out there. They all... Applewaite's pass was poor, and then that was poor by Digbareka, and maybe it's time for Digbareka to come off. That was really, really bad defending. There's nothing else I can say about that. We've just given away 2 points there. Not too happy. Let's make some more changes before anything else drastic happens. And we do have the ball, though. We need to keep possession. And here's Estrella. Long ball up the field, looking for Ida. Ida, can we put that mistake behind us? That's a nice ball in field. Finds Bellingham. Bellingham to Ferguson. Bellingham bursting into the box. Bellingham has a chance, and he puts it wide of the post. What a chance that was. And maybe it is time to make some changes again now. And so we have made our final changes. And it does look like it's going to be a draw. Although Wolves are finishing the stronger, which is unusual for Wolves. I'm just going to check the opposition instructions. And so, yeah, we've just checked that everything is working perfectly in terms of instructions. They don't seem to be getting very tired to me. We are actually tiring a lot more than Wolves. And so we're not going to go to positive. We're just going to see the game out. I would have taken a draw against Wolves. We'll take 6th position at the end of 6 games. Not going to argue with that. The game is petering out to a close. It's Wolves 1, Preston 1. It's been a good performance, and it is full-time. 2 dreadful errors have resulted in goals, and Wolves were the better team, but we deserved a point, I think, and that was a very satisfying result indeed. Good 1-1 draw away from home, and we will take that any day of the week. And now we are up in 6th as we go into our next game of the season, which will be against Norwich. And Norwich, not as good as us, I think. I think we should be doing very, very well against Norwich, and I'm hoping for a good result. We will be the home team. We can be a little bit more positive, I think, against Norwich, and maybe we'll get the 3 points, and that will bring this episode to a wonderful conclusion. I'll go and get the team ready, and I will see you just before kick-off. We'll see you very soon. And so the team for today against Norwich, and I wonder, can we keep this going? It's Cox in goal with Newman, Stoica, Altair, Bueno at the back. Dunjak, Bernadetto, Simpson and Bellingham in midfield, with Surridge and Eder playing up top. We've decided to give Surridge a little bit of a run out. He has been scoring a couple of goals, and this might be the kind of fixture that Surridge could score some goals in. And I think that we could do well here. And it's important, it's very important we take advantage of our home games. And this is a home game against a team that we could win easily against. And hopefully we will do just that. And we know that Norwich are poor defensively, but we don't know what they're really like offensively. And they do have a free kick. And this looks very, very dangerous. And it is going to be, once he gets his act together, a shot that fires straight over the bar. We also have played Di Bernadetto today because he is a free kick specialist, and they do concede a lot of goals from set pieces. So there's method in our selection madness as well. And the work that we've been doing on set pieces, if we can put our best set piece operator on the pitch, then we've got to have a chance against a team that does concede a lot of goals from set pieces. But at the moment, it's a fairly even contest. And we have dominated possession as per normal, and we're doing quite well, and we've still got that marking issue. So we sorted that out again. I must remember to do something about that before the next game. And there's a free kick for us, and it flies over the bar from Di Benedetto. And I'm really hoping that we might sneak the game with a set piece. And so far we're doing very, very well. We're beating them in terms of possession, in terms of chances created, and our form looks to be very, very good. We're doing very well in the Premier League. We do have another set piece as Di Benedetto fires in the ball into the box, headers onto the roof of the net, and it's another opportunity but just goes over. And so it remains Preston 0, Norwich 0. We're doing well. We are not having the best of the match momentum, but we are creating as many opportunities and better opportunities than Norwich. I think we just need to be, perhaps in the second half, a little bit more attacking threat and try to win more of the ball in midfield and push forward a little bit more. We're not much of a threat as it is at the moment, and so we perhaps need to do something about that. Vignato is a bit of a problem, and perhaps I need to look at him. And so I have asked Duvignac to have a look at their attacking mid and try to take him out of the game. And at the moment, it's 0-0. It's not what I was hoping for. And I'm going to say, I think we've been unlucky. No, I'm proud of everyone's efforts so far. And keep going. You have the ability to make a difference. You weren't that bad. I believe in you. And you have the ability to make a difference today. Eder's not having a great game. We have to keep an eye on him. And Duvignac is very nervous. So, again, we'll have to keep an eye on him. And hopefully, though, it won't be an issue for them. But we may need to make some changes as the game wears on. We can see that Bueno is getting tired already, and that's not a good thing. Perhaps he's being overplayed. And also Stoica is not having the greatest of games. But Sam Sturridge has taken a knock. We will pull Ida back to pressing forward, and then we will bring on Grant, who also has been in good form when he's come in, and hopefully that will help us and we can actually do something with in terms of a scoring threat. But at the moment it's still Preston 0, Norwich 0, and we're still okay, we're still doing well, we're still in 6th, and that is a pretty good performance. And I think now it is time to make some changes, and maybe it's time to also go a little bit more positive in our approach to the game. And so we have made a couple of changes, and we also have gone positive, and we have pushed the lines up in an attempt to break Norwich down, and it's actually paying off. We are creating a lot of chances, and just hope that we can catch Norwich out with one of them as we're coming into the last 15 minutes. And we are on top, we're on the ascendancy. It's a risk, it's a gamble. I'd like to get the 3 points from this game. We are creating a lot more chances, but we're not getting the shots on target. And I need to shout, demand more. Let's get more out of this team. I need to make one more change, and Newman is getting tired. We're going to substitute him off with Dion Pugh, and that will be our final change. As we go into the last 5 minutes, it's Preston 0, Norwich 0. Can we sneak one? We've gone a lot more attacking now in the last 15 minutes, last 20 minutes, but nothing seems to be giving here. It looks like it's going to be another draw, but there is going to be one last highlight as Cox rolls it out to Nizet. Nizet looks inside for Dvorak. And Dvorak, he finds Alter to Stoiker finds McCann with a long ball forward, looking for Ida, but can't find him. And here come Norwich looking to play the ball around. They will play control possession, but that's a poor pass. We should be able to take advantage of that. Finds Nizet to Alter. We do probably just about deserve to win this game. Can we get a goal late on? Applethwaite, he finds Stoiker to Pugh. We need to get the ball forward. Here is Ida looking back for Stoiker to Ida looking for Grant in space. Grant with a little chip, and it goes over the crossbar, and it remains Preston 0, Norwich 0. It's been a dire game, in all fairness. Nobody has created any real highlights. There's going to be one last highlight. The game is petering out, but who's the highlight going to be for? And we've won the header. Can we win the ball? We need to pick up the loose ball. It's Stoiker, can you get it forward? He finds Pugh with a really long ball forward. He finds Ida in space. Ida's in acres of space. There's a chance. It's gone in. It is Preston 1, Norwich 0. Is the referee coming to have a word with the linesman? I think the goal is going to be given, is it? They're checking VAR. It will be such a shame if it's disallowed. It is disallowed. I thought we had stolen the game. We deserved that. And it was unfortunate that the goal was disallowed. I think now it's going to peter out to another 0-0 draw. And this is a worrying sign, because it might mean that our team is getting a little bit complacent. And we do need to do something about complacency. If the team is getting complacent, we need to sort them out. And that is full time. And it has ended. Preston 0, Norwich 0. And it was the original ball. He was offside. But that was so unfortunate. Preston 0, Norwich 0. I'll take 2 draws today. I have to sympathise with you. It was one of those days. And in another league, I'd have been very hard on them. First season in the Premier League, you've got to hold your hands up and say, well done. We're still in 7th in the table after 7 games. And we are way above the relegation zone at the moment. And things are looking very, very good. So you've got to be gentle on the team at this time. Sam Sturridge is going to be out for between 3 to 6 weeks. That's not good news, especially as we've got cup competitions starting, and we're going to have to rotate the team a little bit. But it's been a good episode. A draw away at Wolves. Slightly disappointing result against Norwich. I thought we had stolen it at the end, but we'll take 2 points there. and we'll move on to Swansea and Brighton to complete the month. I'll come back at the end of October, and we'll probably do the Brentford and Bournemouth games at the beginning of November, and we'll see where we are then. Will it continue in the same vein? Will we still be in the top half of the table at that point? We shall see. That's it for this video. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support the very, very good stuff that you can see scrolling above. And from a very contented manager at the moment here at Preston, with a team that is doing very, very well and have only lost twice in the whole season, I will bid you all farewell. I will say stay safe, take care, and we'll see you all in the next episode.